Hi everyone, this is Penny Makes, and I'm just going to give you a quick video. So this is what's happening today. We're making soakers, overnight soakers for my female dog who sometimes soaks in the night, and especially when she relaxes, and also for any of my male dogs that sometimes aren't as obedient as they should be and make an accident in the house. I'm going to make a soaker pad, and what you do, it's the same process you do for them as I would for a incontinence or period soaker pad for overnight. So what you do is you cut a piece of fabric the shape of the front of their underwear, right? So you want this to go horizontally from leg hole to leg hole in front of the top of their underwear. Those period things are great, but they don't cover all the area at night. So you want to make sure, in whatever shape it is that you need, that's the shape that you do. So I have a big oval here so that I can go from one to the, you may not need one. Maybe you have a teen and you only need a little coverage. Whatever coverage you need, that's what you need. You're going to have ties on either end to affix it to the panty so it doesn't move in the night. You can also use Velcro to attach it. You could also put a cam snap on it so that it would stay in place. Whatever way you want to do that, that's up to you. But I'm going to show you the basic way of making the pad itself. So what you want is, you want your pattern, you want a piece of parchment paper, you need your sewing machine, you need a Ziploc bag, although I would recommend getting the store brands because the ink here doesn't adhere to the fabric as well as it should. So I would recommend actually not getting a name brand, but getting the store brand of the Ziploc bag. I would then find some sort of absorbent material, and recently I discovered this stuff for $1.29 at Winn-Dixie. If you don't have a Winn-Dixie near you because you live up north or whatever, I'm now in Florida and I just discovered Winn-Dixie's myself. But if you don't have a Winn-Dixie, look in the aisle where they keep all of the nails and screws and maintenance stuff and hardware. Go to the hardware aisle and look for a cleaning cloth of some sort that's super absorbent. That's what this is. This is a very absorbent cleaning cloth. And it's ginormous. It's a huge piece, and it's $1.29. So it's a super great solution. It'll never touch your skin, so don't worry what's in it. It's okay. All right. And then the next thing that you need is some fashion fabric. Okay, so I think for this project, flannel would be nice because that's going to be against your skin. You want it to be nice and soft. So what you do is you take a piece of you cut a piece from your pattern the size that you need, right? So you lay your pattern down and you cut your orange or whatever soaker fabric you have, you cut it to the shape that you need. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take your Ziploc bag and you're going to cut all the way around your Ziploc bag. So cut here. If it's a pleated, don't cut across the bottom. Here, you're going to cut across the top. And like I said, don't cut across the bottom because there's folds there and it just makes it bigger, right? So you're going to cut that open and you're going to lay that down. Once it's cut open, you're going to lay that single layer of your plastic onto your fashion fabric, okay? So you're going to lay it down. Let's pretend that's a big piece, okay? We're going to lay it down, and then you're going to put your parchment paper on top of that, and then you're going to iron it, okay? And what you're doing is you're applying that plastic to your absorbent material, but only on one side. All right, so when you're done, you pick it up, and now you have a waterproof layer where that plastic was laid down. Okay? Obviously, I'm doing a quicker version of it and all that. So after you have that applied to the fabric in a big enough piece, you're going to, and remember, you started out by cutting out your pattern. So at this point, your piece is a piece of waterproof material, the shape of your pattern, right? Now you're going to take your material and you're going to pull out your flannel. And you're going to cut one layer of this, the shape, with your pattern. Okay? You're going to find a piece of scrap material or just use the back side of this material and cut another piece. So you have a piece for the front, you have a piece for the back. Now you make your sandwich all together, all 4 pieces. So you have your back, and I would turn it over so that you have a right and a wrong side. This is the waterproof side. This is the side that's going to go towards your skin. Okay? So you want it nice and soft towards your skin. So you're going to do this for the front. You can flip it over and just do that for the back. No one's ever going to see it. Don't worry about it. So you're going to layer all 4 of them together. You're going to go to your machine and you're going to put all 4 of them together and sew a straight stitch all the way around the front. Now, those of you who have eagle eyes can see that this is here. Don't worry about this right now. We're going to do that the next step, okay? So after you sew all the way around all 4 sides, then you're going to stop, pull your pad out from underneath your sewing machine, set it aside, and then you're going to decide what kind of ribbon you want. This is just a jersey knit strip of 1-inch fabric that we're going to use as a tie. You could also be really cute and pretty and use a ribbon. I think this is kind of cute because that will show in the front of your underwear when it's tied on. So it'll kind of look like a little bow, you know, on your underwear. It's kind of cute. So I kind of love that idea for a soaker for a person. And, you know, those period panties, they never get high enough in the front when you're sleeping. So that's what this is going to solve for you. So, I mean, who doesn't want to look cute, right? So there's that. And the other option is instead of tying, you could put a snap there. But these are 12-inch strips of either ribbon or the knit material. So 2 12-inch strips, 1 for each side. Or 24 inches, like I said before, total, and then you just cut it in half. Okay, so after you've gone around once to kind of stabilize everything, then you're going to go around again. But first you're going to place your ribbon or your strap in place. And please, for the love of God, don't use pins. Use clips all the way around for both steps, because if you cut through the interior of this fabric after you've put that plastic on it, you've just ruined your soaker. It's gonna bleed into the underwear. So you gotta preserve that, okay? And so what you're gonna do is you're gonna sew on a zigzag. So change your machine to zigzag. Increase your stitch length to at least 2.5, and increase your width almost all the way, because you want it super wide. Because what we're going to do is we're going to go over the edge of the fabric. So you're going to trim to your first line of stitching almost to the stitches. Leave like a 1/4 of an inch or 1/8 of an inch. And then what you're going to do is you're going to then attach the straps where you want them to end up after you're done sewing. Make sure your machine is way down low. No rabbit. We're doing turtle today, okay? And what you're going to do is you're going to sew. Give it a chance to start. See how it's going over the edge, not on. Can you see that? See how it's going over the right-hand side? Now notice it's pushing at my clip. Why? Because it shouldn't be there now, because I need to take that off. So when your foot gets to your clip and starts touching it, that's when you take the clip off. All right, and then you continue continue zigzagging over the edge. This is a fabric finishing technique called overcasting with your machine. Yes, you have a special foot that does it, blah, blah, blah. But I'm showing you how to do it with just your regular, everyday presser foot. And what you do is you go really slow, and just every time you get to a point where you can't do it anymore, you stop, you pick up your needle, you pick up your presser foot, you pull the fabric back, put the presser foot down where you should have stopped before, because I don't know if you could see that, but I overshot a little bit. So what you want to do now is you have your needle down and you want to turn your fabric. Because this is a rounded corner, we're going to have to do this in 2 steps. So we're going to do 1, 2. All right, so there it is again. It's down. You pick it up. You turn it. All right, I don't know if you can see, but that is perfect. And we go on again. You see how when I turned it, it's still doing the right hand part of the stitch in the hole, but the left hand hits the fabric. That's how you know you're overcasting. That's casting over the edge of the fabric. Now, if you didn't have a rounded edge, you had a sharp corner, which I would suggest not having because you don't want anything poking the person that's wearing this or the dog. But if you had a sharp corner, let me show you how to do a sharp corner. So what you do is you wait until it gets really close to where you want to be. You stop your machine. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but it looked like I overshot that corner because I did. I should have stopped just before the fabric ended. Put your needle down. Do you see how my needle's down? You see that? Okay. Pick up your presser foot. Turn. And again, this side would have a clip on it because I'm keeping my tie in place. You would turn a right angle. Turn goes like this. There's no second step. This is it. You put your presser foot down, and then you start sewing. And when your machine gets to the clip, so it's touching the clip, you take the clip off. You may want to stop to do that. I'm working with one hand here because I have the camera in my hand. But you just keep on going. Now, I would suggest going over that tie area possibly a couple of times. So I'm going to go all the way around and then come back and do that tie area again. So, because you really want that on there hard, okay? So I'm going to pick up my thing. I'm going to pull the fabric back. I'm going to go to just where that tie was attached. I'm going to go over it again. Now, if your machine has a knotting mechanism where it can finish your seam by placing a knot, I would definitely do that here. That's what my machine is doing now. And then because I've already done all of this, I'm going to cut the thread, pull it up, and pull it out. And now what we have is this nice little pad that I can tie around Alex's waist, and the soft flannel is against his skin. This is going to be on his belly. This is going to be against his private parts. And if you want to make a pocket, you could do another layer, make, I don't know, whatever. Make it your own. But the soakers, I have a family member who has they have those period underwears, but they don't go up high enough at night. And I don't know about you, but 100,000 times have I, like, bled onto my sheets. This could be tied in the front or the back for extra coverage at night. And again, you could use a cute little ribbon in the front so it'll look pretty. Or you could just use a snap if you're just trying to get through the day. You could just do a utilitarian kind of snap kind of thing. The other way would be to attach a snap to your underwear in the front and just snap it in, or a piece of Velcro. But if you use Velcro, let me just say this. Make sure that the piece that is scratchy goes on the back of the pad, not your underwear. Because when you're not on your period, that's going to irritate your skin. So make sure the scratchy one, the one with the little hooks, goes on the pad, and the soft, fluffy part of the Velcro goes on the underwear. Okay? Well, that's Penny Makes for today. I hope you enjoy it. Had a lot of fun. This is my Elna Excellent 680. It's about 4 years old. I love this machine. If you're looking for a Swiss-made machine with lots of special stitches, I got like 580 stitches on this machine. You can look at this. It does come with an extended table. I just don't use it because my sewing area is kind of small. That's that. This is the instructions for the pad. I'm going to use it in the thumbnail as well. And so you're going to cut one of each fabric: soaker, flannel, outer backing fabric, or just use the back side of the fabric. Figure out if you're going to do a tie, snap, or bow, and a Ziploc bag. That's all you need. All right. I hope you enjoyed this. Have a great day. Like and subscribe. I'm really trying to get to 1,000 members and subscribers. So please like and subscribe. Have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye.